Role-playing game writers, this is your March of 2024 energetic reading for your current project. I am currently seeing that you guys are a little stuck. Half the cards are reversed and half the cards are not. And when I add up all the numbers, you get the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is a card that means kind of like taking perspective, looking at things from another perspective, taking another person's point of view, or considering it, kind of a thing. But we're going to get to that in just a second. So, ultimately, it looks like you're a little stuck on your project and you might be trying to force something. I get, like, there's an unbalance that's going on here. You're being unlucky. There's a little bit of a mental trap. The overall thing that I want to tell you, though, about your project is that you need to take this slow. You've got three pentacles here, and a lot of them are the Queen and the Knight, and you've also got the Two, but the Two of Pentacles is reversed. So it seems like you're not balancing something. So that's just something to kind of keep in mind when you're going forward with this. Now, the thing that kind of got me about this spread today was the Six of Wands, and it's reversed. And the Six of Wands is victory, or being noticed, being celebrated. And because you've got no luck, because you've got your Justice that's also reversed. Look at this. This is the guy this is your game master this is you, and you're creating this world for your players, but it's reversed. So it just kind of feels like you're not getting the recognition that you think you are. Now, if you are in the middle of a game, as I was reading this, I got kind of maybe there might be some pushback from your writers, from your players. And so ultimately, like, I kind of was leaning more toward, like, allow them, or not even allow them. I can't even say that, because the thing I was going to go for, what ultimately changed my mind on that was this Five of Wands reversed. And the Five of Wands is about multiple personalities, multiple opinions, kind of combating each other. And because it's reversed, I kind of think that you're okay with where you're at. Stick to your guns. Don't take things so personally from what your players are trying to tell you, or trying to force on you. And if they don't want to play the way how you want to play, then you need to maybe figure out a way to maybe let them go nicely or something like that. The card that's at the card that's at the bottom of the deck was the Magician. So what you need to remember is that you have all the resources and all of the skills. Sorry, there was a word that almost went away. There's a resources and skills that you have this. You've got this, but take things a little slower when you got the Queen and the Knight. They're telling you to be a little slower. So again, with numbers, you might want to pay attention to the numbers 11, 8, 3, 9, 10, 6, 1, 2, 5, and 2. And if you add all those up, you get 57, and 5 plus 7 is 12, and that's how I got the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man, again, is about taking a pause, seeing someone else's point of view, considering another perspective, that kind of a thing. The highest element you have here is Earth. And Earth is the things that we can touch, the material things. And it's also the slowest element. So that's kind of why I think the cards are telling you to just slow down and ground yourself with whatever you're creating here for your players. I had a hard time trying to figure out what planets you should maybe pay attention to for your next steps. The ones I came up with more is Venus and Libra. So try looking into that. And the colors you might want to pay attention to are red and gray. Those seem to be... This deck is very red, gray, blue oriented, but red and gray just seems to be coming out here. I also want to bring up this Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is the Wish card. And it's also something that you're very happy writing what you're writing. This is a story that you want to do. This is a story or a project that you've been working on for a while. There isn't really a lot of water going on in it, though. This seems to be the only water card. I didn't think there was. I thought there was more. There might have been one other one. But it just put a little bit more emotion into it. I know you're probably keeping all the emotion inside because you're so excited. Maybe you're not talking about it. Maybe you're not sharing it with your players, sharing your plans with your players. But maybe bring them along. Obviously, don't tell them your story or your secrets that you're trying to tell, but like bring them along on the journey, if that makes sense. I do pull some other cards for you just to get some things going. And one of them is coconut. I'm not sure what that means, but take a look at coconut. Another one we've got is celebration. Part of what came up when I saw this card was celebrate how far you've come with your story. Celebrate how far you've come with your project. Just celebrate you, even for taking this on, kind of a thing. And the last writing prompt that I got for this was, how are political debates resolved in your world? So that might be something that you're hung up on with a political debate. Maybe there's some sort of I don't know how you like how do you do a court trials. Also, what kind of makes sense with this is you've got your justice card reversed, and justice is usually about the laws. Sometimes it's about self-forgiveness or forgiving people. But I think we should try to combine these two because these are two different decks. And this was the first card I pulled, and this was the last card I pulled. I believe that's all I have for the role-playing game players this month. Now, I do also have a survey going in my on the link in my profile that's going to be up until March 11th. I'm asking writers what their pain points are and I would like to create more of a community for tarot and writers and all the different genres and see create kind of a schedule for everyone. Not even a schedule, but just more like accountability, a place for camaraderie, a place where you will not be afraid to share your ideas. And so I'm got a survey going, and if you complete that survey, you get a free tarot reading from me. Obviously, I've got all these tarot decks, and you get to choose which one you want me to use. So, thanks, and I will see you in the next one.